Yo, what is up, guys? Joker here bringing you another video for the 3.23 Affliction League. So, I was not able to play very much at all yesterday. I had to work the whole day, and I've spent pretty much today trying to get up to where I would normally be at the end of day one. I'm fairly far behind in my opinion, but of where I would normally be. I got like a couple chaos. I have a 5 link, right? And I have 36 out of the 115 map completion. Some people might say that's still good. Some people might say that's bad. Honestly, this take away like 6 hours because I was standing here AFK at work. I thought I would be able to play, but I just wasn't. So it was because I kept logging back in. So I'd say probably only like 18, 19 hours are actually physically played. And this is the character, right? Like I said, I am a lightning strike of arcing Deadeye, right? And it actually works, I'd say, decently well. I've never played a lightning strike character before, so I was trying to figure out how it really worked. And I pretty much decided on having it be like melee spark, right? Where essentially my projectiles chaining and ricocheting around the room are pretty much how I get all of my damage. So right now we have the lightning strike of arcing, Trinity, multi-strike, returning projectiles, and Ellie damage. My gems aren't even leveled up because my character's so scuffed right now. I don't even have the stats. Like if I go through the gear, you'll see that it's mainly garbage and or stuff I pick. I have a white helmet picked up off the floor, right? I decided to just go ahead and pretty much push as far as I could with the character in its current state, since I was able to get full res from the Warden of the Magi because I have been blasting the fuck out of this mechanic, trying to figure out all the ins and outs for you guys. And as of right now, all I can really say is don't don't really do it right now. Wait another day or two. The stuff's really kind of still overtuned. There was a big nerf, and the stuff is a lot weaker, but I still kill bosses faster than I kill dusted mobs. So it's one of those things where they're slightly too strong still, and they're going to get a nerf. I'm going to make a video about how I feel about like the forest and the classes and the stuff that you can get from them separately. I've gotten a decent amount of stuff, right? Like the best thing I've gotten so far would be this, right? Mana res and golem effect. So that was pretty cool, but that's like the best thing that I've gotten so far. Other than that, I have 3 labs done. I just found an Uber lab, so I'm gonna try running that here probably a little bit later, see if I can actually get that down. And then obviously it's going to be focal point, right? That way my mark, my sniper's mark gets that juicy boost on it, and it counts as a defensive layer because right now I am kind of squishy. I don't have very much. Like I have 7k evasion and that's it. I mean, I have like a portion of instant leech and 75 reses, but nowadays that's not nearly enough, especially with these dusted mobs. They kill you one shot all the time, and I still need to change my gear around so I can actually get max spell suppression, right? I have my tree pretty much mapped out. The only changes that I'm going to make, let me show you right now. This actually worked out fairly well because I saw that Arrow was starting a Cobra Lash guy. I made sure that I took a look at that tree when I was trying to think of how I'm actually going to be able to scale this character. And honestly, I'm going to steal this. I'm going to steal his clusters, right? I didn't know this was a thing. Fan of Blades giving me an extra projectile. That is so fucking good just because of the fact that when I was leveling, I was using LMP and GMP just because, as you can see, the let me try to go in a more open spot. Sometimes the mob will just be in between the strikes, right? And you'll just be doing no damage. So you have the option of standing on top of them or trying to like awkwardly angle. So the more projectiles you have, well, at least in my build case, the better, right? Because then it's a higher chance of it hitting and it's going to chain and it's going to ricochet between the tornado and the walls and everything, that it's substantial damage increases, right? Every additional projectile I get. And I think that's just how base lightning strike works too, if I'm not wrong. I don't know. I've never really thought about it that hard or even tested base lightning strike. So this is the only other thing. Oh, wait, he has far shot. I'm not gonna do far shot. I think I'm gonna get focal point instead. I'm gonna leave my tree the way it is. But this is the other thing, right? Follow through and repeater. These are both really good clusters that I can snag too. If I just implement this one tree here, this one little cluster setup, this is over 300% increased damage if I just add this cluster into my tree. So it's all coming from follow through, though, pretty much, right? Because two follow throughs, 15% increased damage with hits for each remaining chain, right? The lightning strike of arcing has a passive 7 times. It's at 8 times, right? Because I get the one from the Deadeye. So once I put quality on this, it's going to be at 10. So that's 150% increased damage just for this one node. It's 150% increased damage for this one node, and I'm gonna have two of them, right? And then obviously the extra projectile damage and attack speed on repeater is really good too. The jewels I don't really need right now. Like this tree is more in depth than what I would transform the character into right now. But pretty much it would be what I have right now and adding this tree, right? So what level does that leave me at? Oh, if I drop everything up here, I would be able to do it right now, I believe, right? I'm level 83. Yeah, and that would be a big damage increase, but that's also like 100 some C I don't have right now. If I drop a divine, I'm gonna have a cluster tomorrow. If I don't drop a divine, I'm not gonna have a cluster tomorrow. That's pretty much how that works. But yeah, I'm pretty much just farming, pushing the maps because I don't want to upgrade any of the gear right now. I want to wait until I do that transition with the clusters, and then I'm going to rebalance the gear and probably swap off of Warden of Magi, because not that these tinctures aren't great. Some of these little trinkets that I've found, I can actually start stacking them together and get like a decent subset of ascendancies, right? But yep, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with this and future content. And until next time, take care.